At least you guys aren't gonna like trip on stage. That was my biggest fear. That's been eliminated. I'm sure there's new Zoom things, but we won't talk about that. We'll just talk about all the positives.
Dan said he had to go buy an Ethernet cord today to eliminate any Wi-Fi problems.
Yeah, I had a call cut out of me in one of my final presentations, and I lost my internet.
Oh no!
I don't mess around with that anymore. So
if it makes you feel better, on my demo day, my co-founder Gina was driving us, and she ran out of gas. So we had to sprint to the gas station and get a canister and fill it up, and then.
Did you make it on time? You guys were first too.
We did, but it was high stress. Ethernet is modern day gas. I didn't even mess with it. I've just stayed at the office all day. I was like, you would have been very welcome to do that too, but now you've got the Ethernet covered.
Yeah, we should have done that. We were literally right across from you earlier today. We were working at Avanti. I don't know how to pronounce the coffee shop's name.
Avanti.
Avanti, thank you.
Yeah, you could have just like thrown a pebble.
Yeah.
All right, I see that Jackson's on. Hi, Jackson.
Hi.
Are you excited?
I am quite excited. My face won't be visible during my deck anyway, so like my lack of a webcam isn't a huge issue, right?
So it'll say your name by your deck depending on the view that the person on Zoom chooses. So not a huge deal.
Okay, cool. Because I have a laptop with a webcam, but it's just like having some serious problems. So I'm on my desktop.
That's okay. All right, we're still waiting on Marlo, but we have 1 minute before things officially begin. So I'm just gonna give you guys one more brief rundown. I'm gonna give an intro. I'm gonna talk about what Catalyze is. I'm gonna show an agenda on my screen, and then Murad, who's a Catalyze and Techstars alumni, is gonna give opening remarks. After he gives opening remarks, I'll go back to sharing my screen and I'll introduce Rohan. After he pitches, we'll go back to my screen and then I'll have David's logo on it and I'll say something about David, and that'll be the full process until the end. Cameron will be the last to pitch. After Cameron pitches, I'm going to put all of your contact info up again just in case anyone missed it during your pitch. And then after that, I'm going to thank all of our mentors and sponsors, and then we'll conclude. Any final questions before we start?
Nope. Thanks for putting this all together.
Yeah, thank you. I just put my headphones in. Can you hear me well still?
Yeah, it sounds great, and it looks great. You can't tell. Okay.
Yeah, this summer's been a hoot. Thanks a lot, Zoe.
I mean, thanks to all of these amazing people at CU too for their support, and to you all for being amazing. Okay, Aaron, I'm gonna start letting people in, and then I'll probably just kind of like dilly-dally for 2 minutes.
Sure.
So we can.
You can hit that admit all, and then I can kind of keep track of it if anyone comes in while you're talking.
Okay, awesome. Hello, everyone. 2020. I'm going to give it about 2 minutes to make sure that all of our participants get in. And then I'll share my screen and go through a quick agenda and we'll get started. Thanks for being here. I always forget my elevator music. Normally I have it saved. Or pump up music is probably what we really need. All the hard work has been done and we're just celebrating now.
So are we supposed to be silent the whole time? Everybody's muted, and I don't know.
I'll get started and then you don't have to be silent, Murad.
No, I just see some folks here. I want to say, hey, Todd, how you doing? It's showed that your name is Laura Vernon.
Yeah, I stole the link. Sorry, I'm a slacker.
We had that too. A few students stole links. I think it's good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and kick things off. So welcome everyone to Catalyze CU Demo Day 2020. It's such an honor to have you here. My name is Zoe Wells, and I have the privilege of being the program director of the virtual program this year. A little bit about me so you know who's talking to you. I'm currently startup pipeline coordinator at Techstars, which means I'm responsible for sourcing startups all around the world for our accelerator programs. I'm also founder and CEO of my own company, Drover.io. We went through the Catalyze CU program in 2018. And I'm also a CU Engineering Plus alumni. A few of the students pitching to you tonight are fellow Engineering Plus alumni, so shout out to that program. So for those of you that don't know, what is Catalyze CU? It is a 13-week accelerator program that's meant for CU students, faculty, and staff, and it's built specifically for them. The students pitching this evening went through a competitive selection process to get into the program, and they have truly proven that they're top performers every step of the way. For the past 3 months, these startups have worked diligently to validate their ideas, build lean business models, discover new customers, and create prototypes, MVPs, and even some real products. With guidance from board members across the country, they have made incredible strides, and we're really excited to share their progress with you tonight. So we're going to kick off with opening remarks from Murad, who's co-founder and CEO of Stateless. After that, we're going to jump directly into the pitches, specifically in the order listed on the screen, and then we're going to go through concluding remarks. So as I said, Murad is co-founder and CEO of Stateless. They were a Catalyze CU and Techstars alumni. He's become a good friend and mentor of mine now. Really excited to have him here, and I'll hand it over to you.
All right. Can you hear me? Well, hello, everyone. My name is Murad Kaplan. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Stateless. So I'm honored to deliver the opening remarks. Zoe reached out to me a couple of days ago, and I got so excited. So I want to take this opportunity to share with you some highlights of my journey as a co-founder. You know, with my first startup, which is Stateless, and Catalyze CU was the first program actually we participated in. I think we did 2016. I think the program started in 2015. So it was like still early and very young. And I can tell you that was like one of the best experience we had at a company, and I was very, very glad to do that. But I want to share with you kind of like what have we been through since then, because you're going to go through a lot of that, you know, and I want to set you kind of for success and basically prepare you to what are you going to go through, you know. It's like entrepreneurship is very hard, you know. It's like is very, very hard that a lot of people fail in. That's why like the failure rate of startups is very, very high, because it's very difficult and a lot of people, they don't get that. And I'm not trying to start with kind of like the downside or the negative, but also that is the motivation for a lot of you here, because it's hard, because nobody wants to do it. You took the step and you're doing it, you know? And one thing I want to share with you here, kind of like the highlight, is to set you for success, because if you don't have that, you're for sure who's gonna fail, is you gotta believe in yourself before everything else, you know? That doesn't mean, like, it doesn't matter what your product is, it doesn't matter what's your, if you have a funding, if you have any investment, if you don't believe in yourself and your vision, you're not gonna be successful. And the reason why I'm saying that, because when things get hard, and they will, you know, in the darkest moment, and you get a lot of the naysayer, that's where the moment that really distinguish the serious entrepreneur than the one who are like, you know what, this is very, very hard, and I'll throw the towel, you know? So give you some examples. We went through that since we did the Catalyze CU, was our first fundraising plan. We did not raise any money, and I started like talking with angels, talking with some investors. I started getting like some $20,000, $50,000, and my goal was to raise $1.5 million, you know, for my company. And I remember after getting shut down by money investors, one of them that I looked up to as a mentor to me from my space, that I felt like, okay, he went through that and he will be supportive of us. He said, I'm not going to invest in you. And when I asked him why, he said, because I don't think you'll be able to raise any money in Boulder, Colorado. So that's the best, like the first punch I got. The second punch I got from my one of my managers in a company I worked with, that I looked at him as a thought leader. And when I proposed to him the idea of stateless and what are we going to do, the term he used, he said, I don't think you're going to be successful because the companies you're going against, they were going to slaughter you. You know, so I was like, ouch, that hurts. And then the third also there was a big company we're trying to sell to when we started like engaging with customers. And the executive came back to me and he said, after I pinged him multiple times, and he said, stop pinging us. We don't see any value of what do you do, you know? So these are just small examples of, I'm telling you, like, of punches we got through the year. And it goes beyond that. It goes like the team dynamic, the investors, the market and everything. But guess what? The person who told me that I cannot invest, he sent me he was the first one to send me a congratulatory letter after we raised $11 million. And now we raised like over $16 million, you know, in less than 2 years in Boulder, Colorado. I didn't even go to the Bay Area. The manager who told me that they were going to slaughter you, these companies now, they are reaching out to us and asking for M&A, like, hey, will you be open for that? Because we started like getting some of their customers and we were being poked at them. You know, the customer who said, I don't see any value, we closed a deal with them this year. You know, just to show you, like, if you really put yourself into it and you put your vision into it, you can really success, you know. I just want to leave you with that. Embrace the challenge, embrace the risk. The journey is the destination, you know, enjoy that, you know, with all the punches you're going to get, and you're going to get a lot, that's what's going to make you stronger. You're just going to be persistent, keep believing in yourself, believing in your vision, and you will achieve a lot of things. Even that if you put some metrics of financial success and stuff like that, and you don't get that, trust me, you'll the rewarding experience of running a company as an entrepreneur is unbelievable. So that's what I kind of want to open the marks here. I wish you all the best. I know you can do it all. Just keep your heads up and you'll make it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Virtual round of applause. It's also true. And throughout this entire 13 weeks in this journey that we've been on, each one of these students have shown that level of grit that it really takes to become a founder. And it's something I admire in all of them. And so really excited for you guys to see what they've been working on and kick things off tonight. Going back to my presentation, to kick things off, we have Rohan from Pear Stylist. So if you've been sitting in your house all quarantine and now you're kind of like ready to go back in public and you're fearing, what am I gonna wear? This is definitely a product for you. Even if you're just like, I don't know how to match my clothing at all, you're gonna really like this presentation. Rohan, over to you.
All right, hello everybody. Thank you for having me in Catalyze. It's been a great experience and I'm excited to pitch you all my product today. So hi everybody, my name's Rohan. I'm the CEO of Pear Virtual Stylist. And one fun fact about me is that I'm colorblind. And one of the symptoms that comes with being colorblind is you're also fashion blind. You know, growing up, I'd dress in all sorts of wonky colors. My mom would say I look like a clown and then lay out an outfit for me on my bed. I quickly realized that she can't keep doing this forever and that I really wanted a personal stylist. I'm sure all of you at some point have wanted a personal stylist yourself. Looking at your closet, seeing a closet full of clothes, and I'm sure some of you have said, I still have nothing to wear. You're not alone. 61% of Americans regularly struggle to find something to wear. And after our customer surveys and interviews, about over 9 out of 10 people said that they would like a stylist, but less than 1 out of 10 of those people could pay for a stylist. And even less than that, or less than 2 out of 10 of them are willing to pay for a styling service like Stitch Fix. So we set out on a journey to see how we can democratize fashion, how we can democratize personal stylists. And we came up with Pear. Pear is an artificially intelligent personal stylist that narrows down to 2 things personal stylists do. A, tell you how to style your clothing, and B, recommend new clothing for you to purchase. So when a user first signs up for our app, we take them through a short introductory quiz to learn what brands and what styles they wear for certain occasions. Our machine learning algorithms learn those styles, and then we offer our AI stylist feature, which allows a user to take a picture or upload an image of anything in their closet or anything they're shopping for. Let's say they take a picture of this beautiful beige blazer. Then after we detect what that blazer is through our visual recognition technology, we give them preferences. Let's say they want to see summer outfits that incorporate a beige woman's blazer. After scraping constantly for current fashion trends online, we give them outfits that incorporate whatever they included, personalized to their style preferences. So they can scroll through these outfits and see how best to style what they have. See an outfit you like, you simply swipe up and you can see every item in an outfit so you can buy them to recreate them. Furthermore, you can click on an outfit and shop similar items, and our AI stylist recommends similar items from your preferred brands and your preferred price ranges. So you can recreate any look you want and personalize it to yourself. Now, our revenue model, even though the app we want to be free for users to optimize their style, our revenue model is focused around brand and retail partners in the fashion industry. We have a bifurcated revenue model featuring affiliate commissions, where we take a cut of every sale of these partners' products that we make through our platform. And going down the road, data sales and analytics, all this rich fashion data, we believe that fashion companies, data brokers, as well as advertisers will really want this niche market data to improve their already targeted advertising experiences. Now, the global fashion affiliate market is at $3.6 billion. Our beachhead is focused around mobile spend specifically of Gen Z, Millennials, and Gen X as a percentage of the US fashion affiliate market. That's a beachhead of $469 million. Now, when we were interviewing people in our beachhead market, 83% of women in that beachhead said that they would actively use our product, and 36% of men said the same thing. So if we do assume that our penetration is the same as our customer discovery and validation shows, we're looking at capturing about $279 million of that beachhead off the start. And a real kicker here, the compound annual growth rate of the industry is 27%. It's newly emerging and it's growing fast. Now is the time to hop on that train. As far as our competitors go, we have styling services like actual personal stylists and Stitch Fix, but they charge a premium for their service. And what we do is we take that personal styling experience and make it readily accessible on your phone for free. It's a personal stylist in your pocket, if you will. Other styling apps like Stylebook, they are more of a self-help tool. You manage your own wardrobe, manage your own style, but they're not a styling service. They don't show you how to style your clothing, what to buy to improve your style, what matches your wardrobe. And other smart apps like Google Lens, they'll tell you what a product is. You take a picture of a boots, it'll tell you it's these pairs of boots, and here are some other boots. But when I buy a pair of boots, I don't want to see more boots. I want to see pants and a shirt that match those boots perfectly, a watch strap and a belt, the exact same tone of brown as those boots. And that's what we are. We're a personalized styling service that leverage fashion data analytics to automate that process, and we're free and accessible for every user. But our real value proposition here is we're a data company, not just a fashion company, and we do personalization better than anybody else out there. And that's because we make the digital trail of dust that people leave behind, ad clicks, storing cookies, a thing of the past by using a customer's entire style preferences and everything in their wardrobe, everything from their history of things they want to pair, their favorited outfits. And we form that data set and use that to truly predict your style. When our AI stylist recommends something, conversion rates are noticeably higher for people buying that product because they know it matches everything in their wardrobe, and they can recreate styles that they want to recreate. So based on how much people can monetize their data for, we extrapolated what the value of an average person's mobile fashion digital advertising data specifically would be. And that's about $3.62 a year. If we extrapolate that across 1 million users and 100 data analytics service customers, including fashion brands, data brokers, and advertisers, that's a fashion data value of about $362 million a year. And if based on our customer cost of acquisition and sales projections, as well as our financial model, we estimate we can get to that 1 million user mark in 18 months. So far, we've done significant customer discovery and market validation with over 500 survey responses and close to 100 customer development interviews. Our MVP, our app, is fully functional and validated with our AI working. We have a waitlist of over 1,000 beta users with our cost of customer acquisition less than $2 consistently. The average app install cost of customer acquisition on iOS is $3.60 for reference. We have 12 affiliate fashion brands and retailers ready to hop on board the moment we launch. And we've also been accepted into the entrepreneurial law clinic at CU Boulder, which will provide us free legal help in filing our patent, our privacy policies, brand partnership documents, employment agreements, you name it. And of course, we've completed Catalyze CU, a Boulder-based startup accelerator. Looking forward, we're trying to raise a pre-seed round to grow our beta user waitlist and hire another developer to take our MVP to our beta launch so we can get these beta users' feedback. And right after that, we're also in the process of rating our seed round so we can launch our product, grow our user base through advertising, and then leverage the data that we gather to increase affiliate partnerships and provide them unparalleled fashion data analytics and targeted advertising. So our founding team consists of these 4 people who have worked at a range of different companies who all have a passion for fashion, for data analytics, or optimization. And in addition to, since we founded, we've added another front-end developer, a financial specialist, as well as 7 wonderful interns this summer. And we hope to hire some of them actually as soon as we secure our next funding round. With that being said, we hope that you'll join us on our journey to optimize your wardrobe and democratize fashion and personal stylists, because everyone deserves a stylist. Feel free to visit our website for more information or contact me at my email address, and I'd be happy to form a working relationship. Thank you so much, everybody.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Rohan. Okay, next up, we have Internalize. David will be pitching. One thing I just want to say here is that the future of work market is super hot right now. And not only is the Internalize team really understanding their competitive advantage, but they're going to make a huge societal impact through it. With that, David, I'll hand it over to you.
Thank you, Zoe. I appreciate the kind words. Cool. Everyone got my screen? Hello, everyone. My name is David Lopez, and I'm co-founder and CEO of Internalize, where we are empowering the next generation of sales leaders. As a low-income, first-generation college student, I was blown away by the abundance of opportunity that was thrown my way from being at a big school. And if it wasn't for scholarships, I wouldn't be here. Coming from a high school where I could name 10 students that deserved to be in my position, but couldn't due to things like socioeconomic status, immigration status, or even just family responsibilities, made me realize how big of a problem lack of access to opportunity really is. With all of these factors being outside of the student's control, it wasn't right that I got lucky and they didn't. And as it turns out, students aren't the only stakeholder group that doesn't have access. And companies today, more than ever, are looking to increase diversity amongst their workforce with qualified minority talent. And that's where Internalize comes in. We bridge the gap between qualified minority talent and companies looking to grow their sales teams. We train and empower our students to not only succeed in sales, but to transform into tomorrow's leaders. And we connect them with career opportunities in high demand industries, as well as ensuring our students' success outside and after our program. As a 12-week sales and emotional intelligence bootcamp, we work directly with our company partners to ensure that our students possess the requested skills in order to break into a new industry confidently. And we're extremely excited to announce that we have launched our first cohort, where we will empower and train our incredibly talented class of students to teach them the keys to success in sales. We are currently in week 2 of 12, where we are testing and iterating every day. Our students are already making great strides, and as long as they continue to work hard and continue to learn, I have full confidence that they will earn offers by December when we wrap up. And we are also excited to announce our first paying customer, WorkBright, who is willing to invest in our students alongside us to find their next great sales hire. And in order to give our students the best possible experience with limited resources, we are having each module be delivered from world-class guest speakers from multi-million and even billion-dollar companies. Our guest speakers will coach our students through research and prospecting, overcoming rejection, learning how to work with a remote team, as well as how to master different CRM systems, such as Salesforce. Well, they will end up with 10 badges from the Salesforce Trailhead program. And when it comes to our business model, one side includes an upfront processing fee from our company partners, followed by 10% of first-year salary for every student hired therefore after. And on the flip side, we'll be using income share agreements with our students, where we will take 5% of first-year salary for 2 years, only after our students have secured an offer making at least $40,000 a year. And if the student decides to get out of sales, the income share agreement will expire after 5 years. Right now, there are 8.7 million community college grads who are transferring to 4-year colleges and are about to waste 2 years of time and tuition. And Internalize was born to help these students out. And if we were to acquire just 5% of those students, that would give us a $1.66 billion opportunity. And this is significantly less than the $83 billion that companies are already spending on training per year. By directly aligning our incentives with those of our students, we set our students up for success in sales in multiple industries where demand is strongest. And we bet on our students and give them access to career services that ensure that they will earn an offer from a company partner by the end of our program. We have recently achieved the goals that we set for Catalyze and are moving into the next stage of growth. Alongside our continued experimentation, we plan to establish a partnership with an underrepresented student support group. And after that, we will go out and raise our pre-seed round with hopes to launch a new and improved group of cohorts starting next year in May. I know that we have the team to bring this project to life. And more importantly, our team is motivated by our mission to help students that didn't have the same opportunities as us. We have also done the work to surround ourselves with world-class advisors who are qualified to help us bring our vision to life. With more students than ever choosing to enroll in online programs, market timing has never been better, which adds to our excitement to bring this company into the world. Thank you. We are looking to speak with most people in sales and anyone who is involved with the process of hiring sales reps. Thank you. I appreciate everyone tuning in.
Thank you so much, David. Awesome job.
Thank you.
All right. Next up, we have Daniel presenting on behalf of Cake Stand. No, not the type of cake stand you're referring to from college. This product is even better. Daniel, over to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Zoe. 1 second. All right. Is that working?
Yep.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. My name is Daniel, and I am the co-founder and CEO of Keg Stand, where we are reinventing the traditional keg to help lower distribution costs for both brewers and distributors. So we came across this problem from a mutual friend who his dad owns a brewery, and the brewery's biggest problem is the kegs themselves. More specifically, the weight of the kegs is driving distribution costs literally just through the roof. So we then set out and talked to 112 other experts about their kegs, and we found that the almost nearly unanimous top problem was the weight driving distribution prices up. And we learned two other very important things. Brewers' top priority is safety, and their second top priority is, of course, their beer quality. From the time they ship it in the keg to the time it reaches the customer, it needs to be top notch. Now, this is a culprit of the weight. Right here, the stainless steel keg is really heavy because, well, it's made of steel, but it meets their top two priorities of it's really safe and it maintains the beer quality almost flawlessly. On the other hand, we have the PET keg, which is this is a plastic one-time use keg, which eliminates the weight problem, but has extreme problems with safety of when these things are misused, they have literally blown up and killed brewers in the past. And also plastic is really bad at maintaining the beer quality. So when we break it down, we can see that it's actually a material problem. Steel meets the priorities of maintaining quality and it's safe, but plastic solves the problem by reducing weight. So our team set out to look at different industries to see where else pressure vessels were being used. And it turns out the aerospace industry uses a pressure vessel called the COPV, and this is a composite overwrapped pressure vessel. This is what they use to store fuel in rockets like this one here. So these things literally survive the world's harshest and most demanding situations. That is why at KegStand, we have built the world's first COPV keg. The Fiberlight is 40% lighter, it is equally as safe, and it maintains the quality just as well as any old stainless steel keg. We'll be bringing these to market at $105 for a half barrel and $95 for a 6 barrel, placing us at the premium product on the market. Now, every single time a brewer ships our keg over a competitor's, they are saving on average $2.50. So that premium upfront price pays for itself in just 4 round trips with our savings. Now these savings really add up. For a small brewery, such as Upslope Brewing here in Boulder, they save an extra 32 grand every single year. Now, like I said, we are proud to be the premium product on the market, and we can demand this higher price point because we save brewers money over time because of our lower weight. We're gaining traction in this market by targeting local, small to medium craft breweries, such as Dry Dock here in Denver, who will be running a test pilot in the next few months. And then moving into medium to large size breweries, such as New Belgium, which we'll be working with over the next few months as well. The Colorado small craft brewery keg market is worth about 3.3 million, and this is what we'll be approaching first, and then expanding into the larger $48 billion 2020 global keg market. And the reality is, this is not just a brewery play. There are many more industries that use kegs, such as the coffee industry. If you've ever had nitro brew from Starbucks, that's actually distributed in kegs. If you've ever had a soda from Coke or Pepsi or whoever it be, the syrup to make those, that's distributed in kegs as well. That's why we are positioning ourselves as the industry leading in the world's first COPV keg to help reduce distribution costs across the board. And to do this, we have an incredible team. Jimmy, our COO, has over 8 years in small business development. Eli, our chief engineer, is a mechanical engineer by trade and has lots of experience in military logistics. Myself, I have many years in product management and small business leadership. And Ashton, our incredible CMO, has over 5 years in B2B marketing and sales. And today, we're looking for brewery pilot partners who want to test and help us validate our product as well as be among our first few customers. And then we are raising a pre-seed round over these next few months to help bring our manufacturing costs down to market. So thank you all so much for your time. If you have questions, comments, or would just like to chat, you can reach me at daniel@kegstand.us. Or if you want to learn more, you can visit our website here, which is also accessible via the QR code. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Daniel. Okay, next up, we have Care Penguin. Care Penguin CEO Marlo will be pitching on behalf of the team. The most pressing problems in the world require extremely unique out-of-box solutions, and that's exactly what this team has done. Really excited to hear more about it tonight. Hand it over to you, Marlo.
Thank you. All right. All right, I'm Marlo, the CEO of Care Penguin. So when was the last time you talked to your parents or grandparents? How do you know your elderly loved ones are okay? Well, 75% of the people we talk to rely on calling their elderly loved ones every day purely to make sure that they're still alive. That's not a conversation that anyone wants to have, but they have to have out of fear that their parent will fall or something will happen and they won't find out for days. But that's just one touch point in 24 hours. What if you could have 10 touch points in a day without you or your parent having to change anything? Adult children are worried about their aging parents, and this problem is only growing with the elderly population that's projected to nearly double from 52 million to 90 million by 2050. So we need a solution to keep these senior citizens safe, aging in place, especially now with COVID, that doesn't make them feel like they're living under a microscope. Care Penguin brings peace of mind to families with elderly loved ones living alone through non-invasive and inexpensive activity monitoring technology. And we do this by comparing profiles of water use to detect anomalies. So our sensor easily attaches to the hot water source for a home, and anyone can install it, super easy, takes about 3 minutes, and it constantly takes the temperature of that pipe throughout the day. So anytime someone turns on a faucet anywhere in the house, the temperature of that pipe spikes way up, indicating that someone is up and active and going about their normal daily routine. Water use is a great proxy for human behavior, as the average senior citizen uses water about 6 to 10 times a day. And the types of activities that would set off a water usage event for Care Penguin include things like taking a shower, washing your hands, running the dishwasher, rinsing a dish, making tea. And patterns of activity become very obvious very quickly. So if you want to check in on your parents, like I did yesterday, all you have to do is go into the Care Penguin app and, oh, looks like there has been no activity at my parents' house. That doesn't look good. Activity is not typical for today. Let's look closer. Here we're taken to a screen where you can see that there's been no uses except for about an hour ago. And then you can also see this raw data screen that shows you that there was no temperature change on that pipe, meaning no activity except for that one. And I actually called them and found out that they were away and they had just come home. But to look at like a normal day of activity, let's look at my own house. So Vernon main house, activity looks normal. The day began around 7:18 a.m. and it gives you a little summary. Everything looks normal. Click into that. And we can see all the times we've used water throughout the day, as well as this graph where you can easily see when we were sleeping versus when we woke up and we were active throughout the entire day. And if we do detect an anomaly, for example, if your parents usually up and active before 10 a.m. and today they haven't been, we'll send a notification to the adult child or caregiver, encouraging them to check in and make sure that everything's okay. This need for technology to help elders age in place is a growing market. Our total addressable market of senior home care is $9 billion, which is part of a larger global home care industry worth $261 billion. And the current technology solutions in this market are invasive of senior citizens' privacy, like motion sensors or cameras. They're also really expensive. And then the Apple Watch and Life Alert, we found that senior citizens just do not wear these things. So Care Penguin is really focusing on being a simple solution that's non-invasive and just as comprehensive. So we are a SaaS business enabled by a little bit of hardware. So we're planning on charging around $30 for the sensor itself as a pass-through cost, plus a $9 monthly subscription. And we're going to start direct to consumer, but we could ultimately expand into the B2B space through the healthcare industry. So to date, we have done 152 customer discovery interviews. We have 8 beta users testing our products, machine learning for water usage patterns. We're just finishing up our iOS app that will be fast followed by an Android app. We just hired an industrial designer and a circuit board designer. We partnered with Cooley. We have a patent in progress. We built 15 alpha sensors that are ready for launch. And we did 8 investment pitches, which led to 8 investments, which leads me to our angel round. Our goal was to raise $60,000 to $100,000, and in 7 days we raised $101,000. And we are planning on using this funding to get our products to market by the end of the year. Here's our awesome team. Like I said, I'm the CEO, just graduated from the Leeds School of Business. Todd Vernon is the CTO. He has started 3 companies. And our third founder is currently remaining anonymous, but he is a seasoned back-end engineer. So right now we are looking for people who want to test the production product in our target market. We're also looking for a part-time front-end engineer, and we will start financing again at the beginning of the year. So if this is applicable to you or anyone you know, feel free to shoot me an email, marlo@carepenguin.com. Thanks for listening.
Thank you so much, Marlo. Great pitch. Next up, we have Jackson speaking on behalf of Spore Notes. Obviously, in entrepreneurship, the most important thing you need to know is to understand your customer. And this team just does that. They're not scared to listen to the data and to iterate. With that, Jackson, over to you.
Hello. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Can you guys see this?
Yes, we can.
Perfect. Hi, my name is Jackson Roberts, and I'm a founder at Spore. I'm passionate about building software to save time and reduce friction in life. There's a lot of knowledge management tools on the market, but we've experienced and noticed a major issue. When people need to quickly record information, they reach for very simple tools. These include the Sticky Notes app on a Mac or RealSick Sticky Notes, Simple Notes app that are built into their phones, or texting or emailing themselves information. And this is probably familiar to you. These tools offer little to no organization, which costs you time later. But we noticed that they were still very popular, and we wanted to find out why. So we interviewed self-described power users of popular knowledge management tools. 15 out of 20, the majority, were regular users of enterprise darling Notion. 60% of them reported texting or emailing themselves information or using a secondary notes app. They told us that the other tools were faster to load and allowed them to immediately jot down their ideas without having to make decisions. Based on our interviews, we've identified 2 desires that users have at different times for different information workflows. Existing tools are very powerful and have a lot of features, but they're not convenient, and this has led them to use subpar tools such as Apple Notes or self-emails to record information. And there's no better tools for this niche on the market right now. Software to conveniently and quickly capture information is severely underserved. So that's why we're building Spore, the fastest tool to capture and act on information throughout your day. We have 3 simple goals. We want to build a note-taking tool designed to capture information wickedly fast. We want it to keep knowledge in context for easy discovery, and we want to save time and delight our users with powerful automations. Here's a story of someone whose life has been improved by Spore. This is Sarah. She's a head product manager at Spotify. She's been there for years, and after getting her stock options, she's become an angel investor as well. She starts the day with a Zoom meeting with Joe founder at Company X that she's considering investing in. When she opens the app during the meeting, information is automatically filled from the calendar event. She types a couple bullets during the meeting, and then normally at the end, she'd have to go manually update her CRM so that the last touch date is updated. But with Spore, she can just automatically fill information with a simple command. She types the link syntax with double brackets and enters log meeting to Affinity CRM. Note the lightning bolt that denotes that this does something. And now, just after typing that, the meeting is logged. Now, if she wants to view information about Joe founder later, she can click on his name to go to his page and now see every time he's been mentioned throughout her entire library of notes. This works for every single thing you see in the double bracket green link syntax, and you can add it to absolutely anything. This allows for powerful folderless organization. Next, she has an interview with Joe Rogan, where she learns that he wants his listeners to be able to easily locate his rants by topic. She links to both him and the podcast voice search by topic page, so that the page she's currently writing can be found by both of those categories later. At the end of the meeting, Joe gives a time he can meet again. Rather than having to make him wait as she opens her calendar app, she can just keep typing directly into her notes and then create a link to schedule that meeting automatically. She types in natural language that he can do a follow-up meeting next Tuesday at 3 p.m. MST, and then that double bracket syntax again, and we see this schedule it automation. She hits enter, and adding this link causes the event to be added. The schedule it integration uses natural language processing to extract the important information from the text and create a calendar event from it, which saves Sarah a context switch. Finally, at the end of the day, she sat down for a product planning meeting with her team. They've been A/B testing a new feature that automatically adds recommended songs to users' Spotify playlist, and she takes some notes on it. During the meeting, inspiration strikes. The user should just be notified when new songs are automatically added to a playlist. Rather than having to switch focus and go into their issue tracker Jira, she can simply type another command link to add that as a story in Jira without switching focus. What we've demonstrated here is that Spore is a conversational interface for all of your favorite services. Our product is designed to feel like a personal assistant that lives inside your note-taking app. And it's powered by an ecosystem of integrations that we hope to build by offering a simple, well-documented, and powerful API to developers. The market size for note-taking tools is large, with a variety of players in a variety of different spaces. We hope to capture a large part of it through fulfilling our very simple mission. We want to be the first tool that people reach for when they need to write something down. We'll know we're succeeding if we can replace the Notes app on millions of smartphones and give people peace of mind by making them feel like memory and productivity wizards. We've run some paid Instagram ads to test our value propositions, and we've been able to amass a list of 924 interested users who went through our entire user qualification survey and gave us information on the competitors they currently use, with a very low conversion cost of only about 37 cents per fully filled out form. And our team is the perfect people to build this. We have a diverse skill set from hard tech/engineering to design to marketing, and we've worked at a variety of great companies. We have a passion for building unique products that we hope that they can form the next generation of productivity tools. Currently, our web app and backend API are complete, and our mobile app is in progress. We actually hired a React Native developer part-time 2 weeks ago to help accelerate development on that front. We're currently looking for some seed investors who want to join in our mission. If you're looking for a software company with a passionate team and clear mission, with a B2C product who's trying to build an ecosystem of note-driven productivity, get in touch. Our current investors include the Caruso Foundation of Zayo fame through a SAFE, and CU via the New Venture Challenge, which was equity-free financing. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you so much, Jackson. Great job. All right, last but certainly not least, we have Solutions Tech. I'm just pulling up their logo here. Awesome. So Cameron is going to be pitching on behalf of Solutions Tech. Going back to pressing problems, needing really out-of-box solutions, this is also what they've done. They've come up with a really clear engineering solution to a massive problem, and it's going to really affect lives. So with that, over to you, Cameron.
Oh. Alrighty. Hello, my name is Cameron Stupansky, and I am a co-founder at Solutions Tech, where we are innovating to give people with Parkinson's affected by hypophonia their voice back. This is John. John was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease 5 years ago. Before his diagnosis, he loved singing in his local choir, going out with friends, and he was a social butterfly. 1 year into his diagnosis, he began to experience hypophonia, which is a condition where the muscles used for speech are weak and it causes his voice to drop in volume. He is not aware that he is speaking quietly until someone reminds him to speak up. The more this happened, the more embarrassed he became. And eventually, John began to isolate himself from friends and even family. And unfortunately, John is not alone. Roughly 90% of Parkinson's patients have hypophonia. So with this in mind, we have created MOVA. MOVA is a single unit device encased in a shirt clip that can sense when the user's voice has dropped below an audible level and gives immediate vibrational feedback that alerts them to speak up. MOVA allows our users to be in any different social setting and maintain social interactions through active, discrete, vibrational feedback. It is low profile, affordable, and easy to use, making it accessible to everyone who needs it. MOVA allows our users, like John, to leave their house with the confidence and peace of mind that they will be heard. Our competitors just don't fit the bill when it comes to active correction and being accessible to everyone. Both Speech Easy and Speech Vive are in-ear devices that cost anywhere from $2,500 to $4,500, making them inaccessible to the average person. And speech therapy is a preventative measure which does not help the user in real time. Solutions Tech does. We plan on selling MOVA with a lifetime warranty direct to consumers for $200. Now we plan on starting out small with the 15,000 people here in Colorado that have Parkinson's and experience hypophonia. This gives us a potential revenue of up to $3 million. As we expand to the nearly 960,000 people that have this condition in the US, we have a potential revenue of up to $192 million. And we have no intention of stopping there. We want to go global to help the 9 million people around this world that have Parkinson's and experience hypophonia today. And this gives us a global potential revenue of up to $1.8 billion. Now, realistically, we plan on reaching 10% market penetration, but that would not be possible without the team we have today. Solutions Tech consists of 5 diverse engineers who are passionate about developing innovative healthcare solutions for underserved populations. We have experience ranging from working in the medical R&D space to the aerospace industry to research and even product design. And to round out our own experiences, we have surrounded ourselves with a network of advisors to help support us. From Dr. Singh, who founded his own medical startup and helped invent the first total artificial heart, to Paul, who started his own engineering consulting business right here in Boulder, Colorado, to Jen, a speech language pathologist who consistently works with patients experiencing hypophonia, and finally with Dr. Ojaman, a neurologist who has decades of experience working in deep brain stimulation for Parkinson's patients. Now in the current year, we completed our first round of beta testing, won over $20,000 in the New Venture Challenge, and we are finishing up here in the Catalyze CU startup program, where we have earned an additional $5,000 in funding. In the first year of our business, we will establish our first pilot partnership with Golden West Senior Living Facility, file our utility patent, and we plan on releasing the first MOVA device immediately, making it available for purchase. In the second year of business, we plan on expanding our pilot using our connections at the Davis Phinney Foundation for Parkinson's to reach a minimum of 3,000 users and to hire sales and marketing personnel to help market our device to a broader audience. Now, throughout this past year, we have been using the human-centered design process to approach this challenge from every perspective. The speech therapist we have been working with said that this device would benefit her patients. Our beta test user said that this device made him speak louder. And 100% of the potential users that we interviewed said that they would buy this device today if it was on the market. At Solutions Tech, we intend to give people with hypophonia their voice back. Are you willing to speak up with us? Please reach out with any inquiries. Thank you.
Great job, Cameron. All right, everyone. Those are our 6 startups. before I get into concluding remarks, I'd love to just do one last big virtual round of applause. Pitching is stressful, and it's really stressful on Zoom. So you all did a really great job, and thanks for trying to make it as normal as possible. And thank you to our amazing audience for listening. And I've posted all of the contact info. Obviously, you've seen me in the chat. I'm going to quickly share my screen as well, so you can see another snapshot. So if you weren't able to get an email and you're looking for it now, this would be a great time to screenshot. These are all of the CEOs of the companies who just pitched. Please feel free to reach out with them with any questions, or if there's an area that you can help. I know that they would really appreciate it. Okay. Moving forward, I just want to give a huge shout out to all of our mentors, sponsors, and those who came in and gave a workshop. This would not have been possible without all of you. You've given us such great entrepreneurial feedback and advice. Thank you for taking time to meet with students one-on-one, whether it be in a board meeting or the ZAO group through your amazing sponsorship. We got to kick off the series with a fireside chat with Dan Caruso, which was incredible. Gary Solomon came in and taught a workshop on legal, and every single one of these moments really move us forward as entrepreneurs. So thank you for dedicating the time. It does not go unnoticed. You've made a great impact on all of our lives. We appreciate you. And thank you again to our big audience for coming. We really appreciate you. If you want to unmute and mingle or say anything, we have about 6 minutes left on the Zoom. Really appreciate the community coming out tonight.
And thanks to you, Zoe, for picking up the pace this summer. What a wonderful job you've done on behalf of the college and the campus, and welcoming the students. And we got in a squeeze with our director leaving, and you stepped into it in the way you have done since you were an entrepreneur in Catalyze CU. So great to see you're living out your passion for startups. And what a great job by these students and our teams tonight. They continue to impress, and impressed by creating revenue and product already to market. And great to hear from Murad. I can remember when we first met at an NBC speed dating time, and learned about his product. And that was, gosh, must have been 5 or 6 years ago, Murad. So great to see you guys on the way. So thanks to everyone for coming out tonight. Great job to the teams and the presentations, and good work for the summer. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Doug.
And Zoe, on behalf of the entire cohort, I just want to thank you again for everything you've done for us across the summer. Stepping up as Kyle moved on, you did an amazing job, and we got a lot of value out of this. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
much.
Yeah, thank you so much, though.
Yeah, Zoe, thank you.
Catalyze is for life. I'm not going anywhere. You're stuck with me now.
I think I'm going to go pour one out for the old accordion keg stand design. The new one looks a lot cooler, but I miss the old design. That one was very charming.
It's still floating around somewhere. It might make a comeback. You never know.
You guys forgot to give me the memo on branded backgrounds, branded Zoom backgrounds. I'm here in my room trying to like make it as clean as possible.
Rohan, same.
Right? Where was the memo, Marlo?
Don't worry, Rohan. I had to pretty much rearrange my whole entire tiny kitchen to make it look nice. So.
How long did the background take, though? Tell me that, Eli. I want to know how long that took to cut.
You got to talk to Dan. He's the graphic design guy. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, I don't know either. I sent him my slide deck. That's why it's so much more improved. It's nice to have someone who's not colorblind edit your slide deck.
I'd just like to commend Care Penguin. I thought that was a really good presentation.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Marlo, we're so stoked for you.
Thank you.
Honestly.
I'm excited.
And congrats on the angel round. That's insane.
Yeah,
and
round of applause for that.
For real. And your website looks so good. I visited the other day and I took a page out of your book and added some, actual like screenshots of our application. So I was like, wow, I should take a page out of her book. It looks so good.
Well, that's thanks to Dan after him telling me to use a template on Webflow. So thank you, Dan.
No problem. Here to help.
All the design stuff always goes back to Dan, honestly.
Did you guys know Dan was my intern when I went through Catalyze, and he helped me with design too. He's our in-house expert.
Well, David was our intern, I think the summer you went through too, Zoe.
Yeah.
We're Catalyze intern. So David's graduated into running his own business now. So that's pretty exciting.
I keep thinking
Came full circle.
It did. It really did.
Very cool. All right, you guys, I'm going to sign off and eat my dinner, and well done. Terrific. Proud of you. Well done.
Thank you so much for everything you did, Doug, too.
Thanks, Doug.
Good.
All right, everyone. I hope you all go celebrate in your own way. Wish we could go out and get sushi or something, but.
The times. Great pitch, everyone. I'll talk to you all later.
Yep. Good job, everybody.
Thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, great job, everybody. Thank you so much. So,
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everyone.